You will not. You cannot. You are not an encyclopedia. Hi guys, my name is Yetia Lamidi and welcome back to Living Life with Your Favorite Nurse. So if you're new to my channel, we are all about health and wellness, lifestyle and beauty, and a little bit of nursing. So don't forget to subscribe and join the family. And if you're one of my returning subscribers, welcome back. So to my nursing subscribers, yes, the Nclex is around the corner. Don't be nervous, you guys got this. If you haven't caught my how to pass the Nclex in 75 questions, definitely go watch that video after you've watched this video and any of my other Nclex preparation videos as well. So today we will do part 2 of the last Nclex video, and I'm going to give you guys more tips that you guys need to be successful on your Nclex. So without taking any more of your time, let's get started. So one thing that you guys need to know for your Nclex to prepare and be successful is that you guys actually really need to take care of your body. This is one thing I really lacked, definitely at the beginning of preparing and starting to study for my Nclex. I got a little bit better near the end, but in the beginning I was awful. I was studying 7 days straight. What break, what social life. It was all Nclex all the time, and don't get me wrong, you really need a good study ethic and you do actually need to study a lot. This is not a simple something, but you need to have breaks. You need to do some things that are fun. I know like the pandemic is still existing, so there's not much you can do, but you still need to actually treat your body, take care of your body while you're studying. Because if you attempt to study, try to learn, you know, when your body's already broken, you will retain nothing. Nothing will stick in your brain, nothing will stay. It will just be a horrible experience. And honestly, when I started taking care of my body near the end, I tried to make studying more fun. And I was actually, you know, excited to learn, which is weird for me, but excited to see, you know, what am I gonna ace today? What am I gonna do today? What am I gonna read today? Like all those type of things when I try to actually like have fun with it, you know, enjoy myself on a Monday or on a Sunday, and you know, really go at it Tuesday and Wednesday, then have a breather on Thursday or at least for half the day, just things like that instead of go. Because if you go, you might, it just won't end well. I don't want to say you'll die, but it just won't end well, and you actually might just lose a lot of time thinking that you studied and you got stuff. When you test your knowledge and you try to actually see what you've retained and what you got, you might realize that is not much. It's not much. So you really need to take care of your body, like I said. So again, have a couple days that you really go. Have some days maybe that you only do half day, one day every week that you wind down. If that's to do nothing, hang out with friends, do something you like. You need that within your study plan. You need that within your study schedule. You need one of those days. So definitely a day to wind down, a day to just exist, have fun, do whatever you want to do. But you cannot kill yourself over this Nclex. You can't. Or don't let it kill you either. So another tip that you guys need to know is that you really need to look at and look into the things that you see that you don't understand. Like let's say you're using UWorld or any test resource, whatever that you're using, and you see that you keep getting this type of question wrong or you keep getting this subject wrong. Don't just say like, oh, I read the answer, okay, I get it. You actually might need to go back into your Saunders or go back into whatever content material that you're using to actually read up on the topic again, kind of maybe understand what you're not understanding, or do research on Google or whatever you want to do, watch YouTube videos. But definitely you have to go back and figure out what you don't understand before you move forward. Because a lot of times people are like, okay, I got that wrong, move on. Oh, okay, I didn't get that, move on. You actually need to get them right the next time. And just reading the answer might not be sufficient. And if you don't, you know, go back and research and read and understand, the next time you get a similar question about whether it's that topic or that subject, you will probably get it wrong again because you got it wrong in the first place. So there's something that you're missing. You cannot let anything that you don't get slide by. Fix it, get it together, and then move on. You also don't want a ton of things that you don't get piling up at the end when you're done your studying. If you can nip it in the butt now when you're actually studying it, that would be great, because when you review again, hopefully next time it won't be an issue or a concern. So the next tip that you guys need to know is that there's no way you can memorize everything. And I find a lot of people try to memorize for the Nclex, like a lot of people try to memorize every single drug. Even as a working nurse, I don't know every single drug. There is no absolute way that you're going to remember every single drug there is, or every disease out there. You can't. So one thing that you need to understand is concepts. Why this happens. Understanding generally what antibiotics do. You might not learn every single antibiotic, but learning like, okay, so antibiotics generally give you diarrhea, can give you an upset stomach, things like that. So when you get a question about an antibiotic, you might not know this antibiotic per se, but you know like the side effects that they generally can give or what they're used for. So understanding concepts is a lot better than memorizing, because you just can't. You will kill yourself trying to memorize every single drug or disease or side effect or symptom. Do your best to learn at least the most important ones. Sometimes it's kind of hard to find out or figure out which ones, let's say, are the more important ones. But ones that, let's say, would kill you. Ones that have like the black box. Ones that, you know, interactions are so severe, things like that, like really big things. Like there are some symptoms or some things that, you know, you can leave by the wayside and you can take out of your brain because you have too many other things to put in there. But just know that you cannot memorize, you cannot know everything in the world. There is no nurse in the world that knows everything. So if you kind of get that in your mind, I feel like it will take the stress away from you just a little bit, because I feel like when I started studying for my Nclex, I was so concerned about how will I learn everything or remember everything in the Saunders book. You will not. You cannot. You are not an encyclopedia. You might have a photographic memory, but most of us don't, and the people that wrote the Nclex don't either. So no one is expecting you to memorize everything. So do your best to understand concepts. Why this happens, why this doesn't happen, why this can happen. And I think that would make your life a lot easier. Another thing that you guys need to do to be successful on your Nclex is practice. A lot of people just read, and again, you don't know what you don't know. If you never test your knowledge, then you actually don't know what you don't know. You can think you know something, but then you sit down and do a test and you can't answer any question. So that's one reason why you need to do practice tests. Another reason why you want to do them is because you actually want to get comfortable writing a practice test. You want to get comfortable sitting down for however long you want to time yourself for, 60 minutes or however long they give you to write the Nclex, to actually get yourself in that vibe. You know, get yourself prepared so that, you know, when you actually do write your Nclex, like you're not uncomfortable sitting down, like you're not feeling anxious because like you've never done a practice test before. Definitely you're still going to be anxious, you're still going to be nervous, but at least, you know, you've done other practice tests before, but at least you would have done practice tests before. Yes, nothing is like the real Nclex, but at least you would have had a little bit of comfortability because you have been practicing. You have been, you know, timing yourself and doing all those things and putting yourself in that fake scenario, so that when it's time that you're doing the real scenario, it isn't like completely a different thing. So doing practice tests is important to know what you don't know, and also actually just get yourself in that comfortable mood and, you know, prepare yourself for the real thing. You'll be able to see like how long it takes you to answer a question, takes you how long to think about something, you know. It'll just help you kind of tell yourself how things might work for you, how you work, how you don't work, what you need to improve on. Like, do you read the question for too long? Do you go over the answers for too long? Do you find that you second guess yourself? And those things will help you to determine, you know, what you need to fix and improve for the real thing. You don't want the real thing to be your test run. You want to do as many practice tests at home so that, you know, you've done like 4 or 5, and then you're actually going to go for the real thing. And lastly, you have to make goals that you can achieve, and that really goes for your study plan or your study schedule. Like, you don't want to say you're gonna read the entire Saunders book in 1 week. You don't want, like, that just doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You want to actually give yourself legitimate goals that you can accomplish and that you can achieve. So let's say you tell yourself you want to read all of cardio today, then all of respiratory tomorrow, and then you don't even do cardio halfway, so then now you're already behind for tomorrow because you have to finish up cardio, and then now you have to move respiratory the next day. It's just gonna make you edit your study plan every single day because you didn't make goals that you can actually achieve. There's no reason for you to not make something that you can achieve. Like, so if you need 4 days to study cardio, give yourself 4 days. No one's watching you, no one cares what you're doing. Give your time, or give yourself the amount of time that you actually need to be successful. Like, there's no issue there. You don't need to copy anyone's study plan. You don't need to do anything the way someone else is doing it. It has to actually work for you. So whatever will help you to achieve your goal, if that's more time, less time, whatever, that is what you should do for yourself. All right, so those are some of my tips that you guys will need to successfully pass your Nclex. So as I said before, I have a lot of other Nclex videos that you guys should definitely take a look at to prepare yourself for the Nclex. I hope you guys have a wonderful and blessed week, and I wish you guys all amazing luck. You guys can do this. Have a blessed week, and good luck to everyone writing their Nclex. Keep living life from your favorite nurse.